So here's the thing. Right now, we don't own any of our own data, right? You don't own anything. You put something out on Facebook, yeah, Mark Zuckerberg owns it now. You store stuff out on your Google Drive, and yeah, it's still yours, but Google also has it, and they're feeding it into their open AI, or not, well, into their large language models, which is Bard, right? Or Gemini, whatever they're calling it this week. Um, but what if all of my data is contained in nuances instead of data just being places? I have a nuance that contains my personal data, and somebody wants to use that data. Well, I can still allow it. I can say, sure, I'll share some of my data with you, but you're going to pay for it. You want to use this stuff from my computer that's stored in my nuances? Well, you can pony up a couple thought for that, and I'll share my data with you. It allows people, instead of having the corporations monetizing all of our data, let's monetize our own data. Now, is that oversimplified? Absolutely, because obviously Facebook doesn't know what a nuance is, but that's a down the road, that's a pie in the sky. The idea is, what if I produce some data that's really cool? I own a weather station in an interesting place. I have a camera in an interesting place, and every bit of data that that sensor or that camera produces is interesting to someone. But I own it. I own the data because I own the equipment that produced it, and I own the nuance that that data is stored in. And if somebody wants it, well, I can offer it up for sale, and somebody can pay me for it. I can do that now in a marketplace sort of way. Somebody says, hey, I hear you have this cool sensor, this cool camera. We'll pay you to access your API or something, right? But there's a whole infrastructure that has to be built around that to do that. Whether it's NOAA doing it, here, you can buy access to our API to read from our weather sensors, right? But how about if that was all just automated, and everything that was produced by those sensors, you want some? Well, you send your nuance over here with a couple of THT, and we'll send it back with our pictures in it.
Yeah, the data ownership, the transactions of it, the monetization of it, the privacy of it is built in fundamentally to the system. It's not an afterthought.
Right. And it's the whole purpose of the system. The whole foundation of the system is built around you owning your data and being able to control what's done with it.